And now we'll continue talking. Welcome to part 2. There was no cut at all.
What's up, bros?
Yeah.
We're back. I'm aluminum mad now. No.
Yeah. So
our Black Friday sun drop.
Yes, we're talking about Black Friday releases. 15th anniversary was also released on Black Friday. We just talked about those. They're in a separate video. The reason for that is because...
Link in the description.
Yeah, the link will be in the description. But the reason for that is because I feel 15th anniversary are probably going to be one of those like always in stock things that they're going to keep. They're going to try to keep in stock forever. So the review will be helpful for people coming, months from now. Even though it was a Black Friday release, it is its own video. You can go check it, link in the description. But now we will be talking about the rest of the Black Friday releases. So we have the beta, which was Priestess Percival, and then the Sun Lantern armor, Aya, for the people of the Sun. Jay, you want to tell us about Priestess Percival?
Oh, do I ever? She likes big posts, and she cannot lie.
Plinths.
Plinth, sorry, yes. A young Percival traveled into a land bathed in sun. An unrefined prodigy, she trained in the art of the sword, creating a new style, before returning to the citadel in the sky. That's it.
That's it.
Before Percy got all beat up and lost her arm, she trained with some warriors of the sun for a little bit, apparently.
Yeah, or at least went there for... we'll talk about it, because I think the name of this is pretty cool.
Yes, the name of the gear.
Yes.
The syncretic vestments.
Yes.
For 4 hide, 1 organ, 2 scrap, and you have to have either Sacred Pool 2 or scrap smelting, which means you have to have scrap smelting.
Yeah. Sacred Pool 2 is what? Lantern Year 8, right?
I think it's 8.
It's 8, yeah.
It's not that actually deep of an investment. It's like 6 resources, I think.
No, yeah, it doesn't cost something perfect.
Yes, true. Yeah. But yes, you get the syncretic vestments, which are an item, metal, silk, and flammable. They're red up and right, blue down and left. When you block or deflect a hit, gain +1 strength token once per round. If you have 2 red affinity, while you have any +1 strength tokens, swords in your gear grid gain provoke.
Yes.
It's on brand for both Sun and Percival.
Oh, 100% on brand for Percival.
Yes.
So,
and Sun for strength tokens.
Well, let's talk about the syncretic vestments. Yes. Jay, what does that mean?
Syncretic means that you are a member of an ancient order. It's a Grecian word.
Yeah, it's like a culture sharing, right? That's like the goal.
Yes, you are like an emissary from an ancient order.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. The name suggests that she's not actually part of the settlement.
No, she's like a wanderer.
She's
a wanderer in the Sun Settlement.
Yeah, or they just... The Citadel, wherever they were at the time. I don't know if they were in the Citadel. Who knows where they were at the time, but maybe she was wandering.
The Citadel in the sky, so yes, they're probably on the inverted mountain.
Yeah, who knows where she was at this point, but it's neat. That's a very good name. I like the name. It's very interesting. Again, this is also just an item.
Yeah, it's not an accessory. It's not a full ensemble.
Yeah, it's not an outfit. It has no armor. It's not armor, not accessory, not outfit, not full ensemble.
I believe the regular sun vestments are the same way as well as the star vestments.
Yeah, they're just an item. It just means you're not even wearing these.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Technically, yeah, you're not. You only wear accessories and armor. So, interesting. So, the first part of it is the non-affinity locked. The first ability is just something you get regardless. And that's the when you block or deflect a hit, gain +1 strength token.
Interestingly, better in not people of the sun.
Because I think it's good either way. I think
there are yeah. I wouldn't say better, actually. I shouldn't say better, because People of the Sun does a lot of cool strength token stuff.
Yeah.
However, in People of the Sun, when you're knocked down because of Sun language, you lose all your strength tokens on knockdown.
I agree. I do. I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said. I think this is interesting in the way that it's delivered right now.
It'll be just locked to Sun if it ever comes to hard plastic.
Yeah, if this gets locked to Sun, I do kind of agree that it's better as it is now. I kind of agree with you. I think it's kind of odd that it needs scratch melting, but it is what it is. I guess because it's a metal item, but
it requires 2 scrap to make, I suppose.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, what else are you going to lock it to? Weaponsmith? Who knows, right?
It's a little odd. It's a little odd.
Yeah, so what else are you going to lock it to?
Maybe. I would maybe lock it to Shrine.
But as it is now, you're probably
really
going to be
survival generation if you have Red Fist.
Yeah, and you're probably going to be doing your blocking and deflecting with a sword.
Yes, maybe. If you're Percival anyway, you're doing that definitely.
If you're going for the affinity bonus for sure.
Yeah. The affinity bonus being while you have any +1 strike tokens, swords in your gear grid gain provoke.
Yes,
which is quite good.
Which is really good. This is something that's not explored too much. Provoke in the current way of getting provoke, it's like whistle mace, right?
No, it's rawhide whip.
Rawhide whip. That's right. Yeah. What I was thinking the other. What skull is the AI one, right?
Skull is daze. Yeah.
Daze. Yeah. Provoke is not easy to get.
It's one. It's the rawhide whip. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rawhide. I probably some stuff in GC that I'm forgetting.
It's really good.
It just gives you the priority target token.
Yes, until you're targeted, then you get rid of it. It's a different way of having monster manipulation that doesn't rely on headband or wisdom potion.
Yes.
And it's even more reliable than headbanding.
Because the monster might move on reaction or something like that.
Well, and it just overrides it, right? There's some times where it's just like I can't get my tank to fulfill most bleed tokens because someone showed up with 2 bleed tokens, right?
Yes.
So this provokes more reliable than even trying to manipulate to get your tank targeted all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's way more foolproof.
Yeah. It's a level of it's a crazy level of monster manipulation without being monster manipulation.
Funny enough, it goes pretty well with the wrought great shield because you're deflecting, and then you are attacking with your sword to gain provoke.
Yeah, it goes good with what's the novel specialization and stuff.
Yeah, the novel willow.
Mm-hmm. Just ways to get your swords to be the way you're doing your blocking and deflecting. But again,
yeah, or King Shield.
You're going to be shielding because you're going to get provoke, right? So,
yeah.
Or you're going to be doing it with your sword because you're just going to have a sword in your grid anyway. This is really good. I think this is really good. I don't know. It's one of those things where you don't really know because rawhide whip is not good enough. Well, it's not good enough to wound, right? Like you can't. Yeah, you can't. You can use it in the beginning, which is good. I've used it in the beginning to fight lions and lopes, and even level 1 phoenixes and stuff. But you can't use rawhide whip to fight like level 2 lopes. I think are too much.
Level 10 toughness is not going to do it.
Yeah. So provoke it's going to be interesting to see how strong it is when you can actually trigger it every round reliably. It's very gear grid hogging. Which is probably a good balancing for it. It's a very fine-tuned for a beta, in my opinion.
Alternatively, you throw it on a reflection, Warrior of the Sun, and gain provoke, and then dodge everything.
Yeah, you could do that too, right? And then it's totally different when you're in People of the Sun, actually.
Yeah, you don't even have to think about adding gear at that point.
Yeah, because then you just use this. It's also silk.
Yeah.
So.
You throw this on a rawhide set, and a reflection Warrior of the Sun, and you're golden.
Yeah. Or you just get both, reflection and refraction.
Oh. Yes, bro, you could potentially do that.
So I think this is good.
Forever.
I think this is good. I'm excited to see what this goes. I would be, because of its name, because of the theme of this, I would like to see this be a Sun release that isn't restricted to the Sun campaign, but maybe restricted to Sun Stalker.
Maybe. Alternatively, as we know that Wanderers are a thing that are coming in white boxes, I would lose my mind if they did a Sun Percival Wanderer.
Yeah, because she's dead. I would lose my mind too.
Well, so is Aya.
That's true. Well, she's not a Wanderer yet, so.
No, but she's in Millennium, so
that's true.
It's all about vignettes, man.
Yeah.
But like if she shows up to your Sun settlement, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Interesting. Man, that'd be steep cost for a Wanderer that's one campaign specific. Would be cool, but would be steep.
Hey, maybe they'll be in COD.
Yeah.
COD 2.
So this is it. That's the beta. I think it's pretty cool. I'm interested to see where this goes for the white box. Really interested. I would love to see this as kind of... That's what I think Mellow... We were talking about this earlier. I think Mellow will also be a Sun Stalker specific, not Sun specific.
Because she is using Sun Stalker gear.
Yes. So, speaking of Sun...
we're going to go to the other Sun.
Yes. Sun Lantern Armor Aya.
Already. The Aya donned the mask, motes of energy hidden in the extinguished lanterns of her armor, vibrated with new life. Constraining and directing her rain of motion, the armor put an impossible parabolic dimension to her aim, setting her weapons sailing back to her. That was on the... that first section was on the resin. This is new. Aya sojourned with the people of the Sun. The cold light illuminated the devastating techniques of these strangers. Ever the improviser, she set off into the darkness once more, armed with some new ideas and prismatic lanterns that won't be missed. She stole some shit like the little rat she is.
Like the secretive hoarder she is?
Secretive hoarder she is, yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those broken prismatic lanterns.
Yes, we can start there with broken prismatic lanterns. These are the people of the Sun-specific terrain in...
Well, terrain, it's just a basic resource.
Sure, you're right. This is the Sun-specific card, like the other ones have. We've had a Vermin now. We've had a Terrain now. Now we have a basic resource. Mellow had a fish.
Yep.
They all seem like they're going to give some kind of Sun-specific deck fodder.
Yeah. It's Poots' favorite campaign.
Yeah,
so,
pack filler. Sun pack filler.
Sun draft chaff.
Yeah. So this is the Broken Prismatic Lantern. This is scrap. Again, a basic resource. People of the Sun only include this in your basic resource deck if playing a People of the Sun campaign.
Just slots right in there.
Yep, and that's the not mechanical. Here's the mechanical stuff. If the settlement has heat, you may archive this and 3 other scrap to experiment with lanterns. Gain the Sun Lantern Mask and the Horokubuya, I think is how you say that, right? Horokubuya, okay. Dagger, which we'll talk about both of those.
Interestingly, it says heat. I would not be surprised if in Campaigns of Death they get Sun gets his own lantern oven analog. There's
also interesting things about this. We talked about this on the Black Friday live stream. It wasn't fixed from the beta. Fixed is like not the best word for this, but I know you were there when we were talking about it because you were there in part of the live stream where the shop actually updated. And I know Aluminum later in the live stream we also talked about it. This still requires a full lantern set.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
A lot of investment.
Yeah.
Like it. So does Lion, to be fair, but that's like
way less.
It's like 8 resources as opposed to like 15.
Yeah. And a lot of iron. a lot of work. It's a lot of work too.
Like obviously you can cheat out 1 or 2 pieces with mineral gathering and burning rerolls.
Yeah.
Which I do, but like not everybody speedruns lantern armor.
Yeah, and you can use the mask part of it without everything else. But
Yes, mask itself is good, but the set is like the chassis.
yeah, you still need the gauntlets, the cuirass, the mail, and the greaves. So
Greaves.
like, and
Despite the fact that she's definitely not wearing the mail.
yeah. So the reason why I'm saying that is because the set lets you ignore extreme heat. This is exactly like the other, the Lion one. The Lopet doesn't have that because it doesn't need to have it. But
Yes.
so this is an extreme heat is in Sun that makes it so you can't wear heavy armor
You cannot depart.
or you
wearing
can't wear heavy gear. That also means you can't wear heavy accessories, even if it's not armor. So you can't wear heavy gear. So all the lantern stuff is heavy. So
Yes.
you can't piecemeal this set together. Right?
It does set your armor to 4, which is
Yeah, which is I agree.
Well, I mean, no, because the lantern cuirass still gives you the bonuses
For the metal, yes.
cuirass would give you. So it's actually
It's good. I still agree it's good. The actual bonus is the thrown weapons in your gear grid gain sharp, and then after attacking, which is interesting, after attacking with a thrown weapon, if standing, you may move up to 2 spaces. So
it's 0, 1, or 2.
yeah, it's 0, 1, or 2, and it doesn't even matter if your attack was canceled. It doesn't even matter if the monster moved away from you during a reaction. It doesn't matter if
As long as you made an attack action, you can do that.
yeah, which is interesting.
It's good. It's not like insane, but it's a good set bonus.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's almost like you can follow up. Like if the monster moves away from you, say you're going Gorman, right? Retch is 2 spaces.
True.
So it's this. I think that's neat. The way that's worded is neat.
Yes. Oh, it is just thrown weapons, and there's not that many of those, brah.
There aren't that many thrown
how would-
weapons.
How would you get more thrown weapons?
Well, there's this Sun Lantern mask.
It is. There is.
So the Sun Lantern mask is armor metal mask. This is the pattern. It comes from the broken prismatic lantern. To make it, it's 2 iron, a perfect bone, and 5 bone. It's people of the sun pattern specific. If this gear points to a weapon with 4 or less strength, which is every dagger in Sun, all the white boxes for Sun, all the daggers are 4 or less strength, which is interesting. That weapon gains range 4 and the thrown keyword.
Yeah.
There's lots of less than 4 strength weapons. So
Yeah, I think isn't the what's it called? Riot Mace 4 strength.
no, I thought it was 5. Is it 4 strength and sharp? It could be.
Yeah, no, it's 5. Never mind then.
Okay.
I was worried for a second.
Um,
Yeah,
But there are funny ones. There are funny ones you could do.
you can do bows.
Well, you could literally throw hands.
You could literally throw your hands. Yes.
Yes. And your teeth.
Start like Hadouken blasting, and that would not be off-brand for people of the sun.
Yeah. So you could point at it with Fisted Tooth. Again, that's not mechanically correct, but, that is fun, so it is allowed if you want to play that way by Team Death. It has been ruled that mechanically you can't use your blood paint and arrows to point at Fisted Tooth, but it's fun, so we allow it. So that's the +2 movement is also great.
Yeah.
Again,
Like you're at a net positive on movement with the lantern set.
yeah, and you're not going to be wearing the lantern set most of the time with this mask because, again, you're limited to needing the full set before you can even put it on.
Yes.
So,
The cuirass is -2 movement, and legs are +2 movement.
Yeah.
So overall, you're still net +2 movement.
yeah, and by the time you even get around to having it, you can already make the boots work out because, again, you need the entire lantern set.
Yes.
So, this is just good by itself. It's just a net +2. Like, this is good enough without even using the rest of the lantern armor. Just this mask is good
Yes.
by itself.
Now,
It's not an accessory, which is worth noting. So,
yes. Unlike the lion ones.
unlike the lion, still good though.
Yep. Very solid. Now, what you do want to definitely be using with this is the Horacubia dagger.
Yes, what's that do?
That is a weapon melee dagger, metal, and fragile. It's 2 strength, 7 plus accuracy. Or, sorry, 2 speed, 7 plus accuracy, and
How do you
4
make it?
strength. It is 2 broken prism lanterns, a perfect hide, and 3 bones, and needs pottery. It's devastating.
It's devastating. Of course it is.
It's devastating. Explosive. When you wound the monster with this, all survivors adjacent to it, being the monster, are blasted with shrapnel and suffer a random severe injury. So you definitely want to be throwing this.
Definitely want to be throwing it. It is a dagger, however.
It's a dagger.
So,
more ways to get devastating daggers. Well,
yeah.
That's what this game needs, really.
This is devastating 1. So if something were to grant it devastating 1, it wouldn't stack.
Correct.
Which is
it's
what...
already devastating.
Yeah,
However,
strain fighting arts.
It is just straight up devastating, so...
Yeah. This is good.
A bad weapon.
Hey, how much strength does it have?
Go for it. It's almost like it's supposed to go with the mask and the armor set.
Yep.
Yep. It gets sharp, and it's good.
I agree. I think it's really good. I think now this is the 3rd Sun thing we've seen officially, non-beta, 3rd Sun thing we've seen.
Yes.
And they continue to be quite good.
They're all playing into the people of the Sun power fantasy.
Yeah, they're all quite good. Like they all go to. I mean, I know they're all daggers, which is kind of like again more daggers, but at the same time,
daggers in the bow and katana campaign. So I guess now it's the bow, katana, and dagger campaign. Yeah,
but like I said, at the same time, it means they all synergize, right? Because as I was the Kanbato. What's the dagger that came in Lucy Kanbato, right? No.
Tanto.
Tanto, that's it. And then the other one was the kunai.
Kunai, which is a tool and not a weapon.
Yeah, but it's also a dagger.
But if this gear points to a weapon with 4 or less strength.
Oh, that's true. You're correct.
So it does not work with the kunai.
Yeah, you can't throw the throwing weapon. That's true.
Yeah, you cannot throw the traditional shinobi throwing weapon.
Yeah. But...
That's weird. Come on, Boots.
Still, so a lot, again, the stuff is good. It's energizing. It all goes together pretty well. They don't overlap like one's a vermin, one's a terrain, which is technically the flower, so it's a strange resource, and this one's a basic resource. But they all do their own thing.
Yes.
Which is good. And the other one's a fish, which is interesting.
That's not people of the sun. That's like we said, that's probably just Sunstalker.
Hopefully it's just Sunstalker. I agree. I hope it is just that.
You can't actually go fishing in People of the Sun unless they change that in COD, which is entirely possible. I would be down with fishing in Sun and COD.
I would too. Anyway. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is good. Another good one. I think the Sun stuff continually...
Sun is an overall better campaign because of these white boxes.
I agree. I hope they get added to Sim.
I would love for them to be added to Sim because I am Sim only.
Yes, and Sim keeps getting... or Sim is the one where you'd want to be playing Sun right now, so...
Yep.
Now,
what else to do?
Because of Black Friday, I think it's worth mentioning, perhaps maybe, because all this stuff continues to grow with Sun, and we know we've now seen Percival, Mello, and Esther. That's 3 more that we might see before next Friday. That put the bundle at 6. Just saying, the IRs and the Survivors were also bundles of 6. Maybe there'll be a Sun bundle next year?
Sundle, if you will.
Sundle, yeah.
I hope that's not an offensive word in some language.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's good. I think these things continue to be pretty good. I liked all the Sun stuff.
Sun's a cool campaign with all the stuff. I think Sun's going to be really, really fun in COD with heliocentrism and all this stuff. It's going to be a super cool campaign.
I agree.
Which is fitting because it's Adam's favorite, or was before GCE anyway.
Yeah, or Mirrorstone.
All right, he says he really likes Mirrorstone.
Yeah, I think he said Mirrorstone. But then again, you're right. He said Mirrorstone was his favorite from COD. So maybe it didn't mean Sun, because Sun's technically not COD.
Yes, but it'll yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Cool stuff. I'm glad Sun did not Sun Lantern Armor Aya did not disappoint.
Mouthful.
Yeah, Sun Lantern Armor Aya. Just a lot of A's.
Sun Lantern Armor Thaya, I think you mean.
Yeah, there you go. Just tossing
Again, not
Thaya.
wearing the mail. Not wearing the mail.
So, thank you so much for joining me, Jay.
Thank you as always for having me. Again.
Yeah.
We didn't take a break, guys. You just kept talking.
That's true. It's how it's done.
The biz.
All right. Thank you, Jay.